So I'm testing the bigger solar device now for baking. So we're going to bake inside here. We're going to heat it up and put a can on both sides to trap the hot air. And here's a piece of bannock we made. It's just 2 servings of bannock. It's just a simple bread. So when we do this, we can slide it in nicely into the tube. Just a piece of tin foil. So you just take the bread, you just push up the sides, and you just slide it nicely in the tube. Now you want it to be in the center of the tube, where it's the hottest and there's most of the heat. So you might want to add something on the end to allow you to push it further in, and then grab it and pull it out when it's done. So I added this little handle here now, which allows me to push the bread in further into the tube. And like I said, I want it somewhere in the middle. So I set up my solar device horizontal now. I'll put the pipe in there and let it heat up before I insert the bread. So you want to hold the hot air just like an oven, so it's pretty much closed. I mean, there's little vents in there so it doesn't hold up pressure. But here you have a loose fitting pop can which fits nicely on this pipe, and you just place it there, and it's just a loose fit, and that'll hold in a lot more heat than if it was open. On the other side, we're going to use a can. This is just a normal like bean can that we can slide onto this side. Now actually with this, I'm also going to take temperature readings and see how this heats up. So there, our oven is 151 degrees Celsius, which is over 300 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty much ready to cook now, and it heated up, I mean, almost in the same time your oven would. I mean, yeah, it's a smaller pipe and everything, but this is free energy from the sun, and it looks like it's easy to bake here. It just keeps going, 152 degrees Celsius, so I think I'm just about ready to bake now. The pipe is at 162 degrees Celsius, and that's about 325 degrees Fahrenheit, which is close to an oven where it should be to bake this kind of bread. So we're going to go ahead and put the bread in the tube and time how long it takes to cook. So now I'm sliding the bread into the hot tube, solar tube. And there you go. You want it somewhere in the middle. And you want it to be on the bottom surface. You don't want it up against the wall or anything like that. So there, I just slide it all the way in, and then we wait. The bread has been in there for 2 minutes. The temperature did drop, obviously. The bread has a lot of moisture in it and everything else, and the bread needs to heat up, so it steals a lot of heat away from the oven. And now it's back up to 130 degrees. And also the temperature gauge is touching the bread, so it should be doing good. 130 I think should be enough. You just might have to bake it a little longer than in a conventional oven. And also with this machine, I haven't adjusted it towards the sun for 20 minutes. So it's been sitting here. Basically, you can warm it up and then adjust it once, put the bread in, and it'll sit for 40 minutes or something until the bread's done without being adjusted. So it's very low maintenance. You go inside and do other things and just basically ignore it just like you would in your conventional oven. Just this one doesn't use any fuel and costs any money to run. It's running for 16 minutes now, so I'm just going to open this up. It's very hot, so I have a rag here. I just want to wiggle this off. Oh. You can hear it bubbling. Take out my temperature gauge. And then grab this little piece here. Wow. It got quite a bit bigger. Feels pretty good. Wow, it got really big. Almost done.
Okay.
Alright, so it's been in here for about 30 minutes. And it was at 146 degrees now. It got hotter as the bread evaporated. Smells like bread. A lot of steam coming out of there. So you just take out the temperature gauge, and then we slide this out. It's pretty hot.
Smells like bread. I think that's done.
Think it's done?
Yeah. Just rip off a piece and try it.
It's hot. Looks like bread.
Yeah, I meant like rip off the end so that you can see if it's... Looks cooked.
Perfect. Let's eat it.
Oh, good. Cooked.
You eating it? So there it is. The baked bread. Baked using only sunlight.